The New York Knicks, for all the birthday gifts I have been offered, this is probably one of the great gifts that I got this year. And for any Knick fan wondering if this team was good enough or capable enough to knock off this particular team in the Cleveland Cavaliers, boy, oh boy, they were fantastic. There's nothing I can say bad about the New York Knicks in this series. The dominance of controlling the boards by Hartenstein and Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, who finally in this playoff run, his main first playoff run in his career, having the chance to start because Nerlens Noel was here. He is finally playing his first full series as the number one guy. He had one of the best first series of his career since Patrick Ewing for a big man. He's not the field goal type of guy like Patrick Ewing was. But this guy is one of the best rebounders in the league. He's one of the best blockers in the league. And he is the anchor to this defense. And we spoke about how important Mitchell Robinson was going to be against that big oversized front court with Allen and Mobley. He completely outplayed Mobley and Allen in that series. The biggest pickup in the offseason was Jalen Brunson. You see the difference of this Knick team ever since he was brought to this team as a free agent. Hart has been fantastic since the trade. At the trade deadline, everybody was questioning why would the Knicks give up a first-round draft pick for a guy that you're renting. I believe the Knicks will bring him back. He wants to be a Knick. He has really given the Knicks that personality that they needed at the guard position. They've had this problem for years defending guards. Now you bring in a guy like Hart who can rebound. He can give you some points and can defend multiple positions at a top level. He's what Marcus Smart is to the Celtics. I believe a little bit better than Marcus Smart because he could do all different things on the court, not just defend. He can give you the 10 or 12 points. He can give you rebounds. He can give you some blocks. He can give you some steals. So I'm not saying Marcus Smart is not a great player. He was the defensive player of the year last year. But this is a guy that also stays healthy too. Marcus Smart can't stay healthy. This guy, he's played injured since he's come to the Knicks. He's played injured his whole career since he stepped into the NBA from Villanova. So I love the attitude of this team. I love the personality of this team, the youth on this team, and Grimes and Toppin and quickly with the load of draft picks they have stocked up for the next 3 or 4 years. Their position with Leon Rose doing what he did, the contracts that he gave Mitchell Robinson in the offseason. R.J. Barrett, by the way, showed up in game number 5. And you see, when Julius Randle went down, they needed somebody to step up. And finally, R.J. Barrett realizes, I'm going to stop shooting. I'm just going to drive to the hoop and get fouled. And he did that in game number 5. He put up 21 points. If R.J. Barrett gives you 20 to 21 points, even with an unhealthy Julius Randle, gives you 20 points, and then Jalen Brunson gives you about 25, 24 points. That's 3 players giving you almost 70 points. And then your bench, you're going to win the majority of those games. The Knicks right now that Milwaukee is out, the only team they couldn't beat this year, they didn't beat them one time. They are matched up against a Miami Heat team who had a fantastic series against Milwaukee. And I don't know what it is, but Jimmy Butler is a different player in the playoffs. This team is just a different personality. I haven't seen a team like this for the New York Knicks since Pat Riley and the New York Knicks of the 90s. Charles Oakley, Anthony Mason, Xavier McDaniel, Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Derek Harper, Greg Anthony. They had a tremendous team in the 90s. This is a different team. But this year, they have looked as alive as those 90s teams. I have been very impressed with Tom Thibodeau, who, by the way, was a part of that coaching staff in the 90s under Pat Riley and Stan Van Gundy and Jeff Van Gundy. Tom Thibodeau wanted this job. He wanted to be the guy to bring home a championship since the 1973 New York Knicks. This team has a chance to be good for not just this year, for the next couple of years. They have enough money to bring in another star if they want to. They have enough money to sign Hart in the offseason, which they will. And they have a lot of good young players that they can build this team up with moving forward. So I'm excited about this New York Knicks team. And in this Miami series, I'm picking the Knicks to win in 6. They have to contain Jimmy Butler. If they keep Jimmy Butler between 30 and 35 points, Tyler Hero's out in this series. Adebayo is not an offensive player. He's more of a defensive player and a rebounder. I don't know if Bam Adebayo is a better rebounder than Mitchell Robinson. Bam Adebayo got $190 million from the Miami Heat about a year and a half ago. Mitchell Robinson, he got an affordable contract from the New York Knicks and Leon Rose. He signed him a 4-year deal. And Mitchell Robinson, when healthy, is one of the top 4 centers in the league. And that's what puts the Knicks in a position to be very, very good for the next couple of years. And Mitchell Robinson's only 25 years old.